I'm going to speak to y'all about the unforgiven debtor. The unforgiven given debtor. This is Matthew 18, verses 25 through 35. Okay. Matthew chapter 18, verses 23 through 35. It says, I'm going to read it to you just like it is. I'm going to read the Bible story to you, and then we're going to unpack it like we did the last couple of nights during my live challenge. Okay. It says, therefore, the kingdom of heaven is like a king who wanted, let me back up. Therefore, the kingdom of heaven is like a king who wanted to settle accounts with his servants. As he began the settlement, a man who owed him 10,000 bags of gold was brought to him. Since he was not able to pay, the master ordered that he and his wife and his children and all that he had must be sold to repay the debt. So let me back up real quick. So a man owed another man some money. Well, he owed him 10,000 bags of gold. So he said, I'm gonna need you to sell your wife, your kids, and everything in your house to pay me back. Right? Hide your wife, hide your kids. No. He said, don't hide them. You're gonna sell them because you owe me for 10,000 bags of gold. That's a lot of gold, y'all. And so the story goes, as the servant fell on his knees before him, he said, please be patient with me, he begged, and I will pay back everything. The servant's master took pity on him, and he canceled the debt and let him go. The servant fell on his knees. He said, please be patient with me. The servant's master took pity on him, canceled the debt, and let him go. But when the servant went out, he found one of his fellow servants who owed him 100 silver coins. This same servant went out and he found one of his fellow servants who owed him 100 silver coins. He grabbed him and began to choke him. He said, pay me back what you owe me, he demanded. Give me my coins. Better have my money. Like blah, blah, blah. That's what he said. He said, give my money. And his servant fell on his knees. His fellow servant fell on his knees and begged him. He said, be patient with me and I will pay it back. But he refused. Instead, he went off and had the man thrown in prison until he could pay the debt. When the other servants saw what had happened, they were outraged and went and told their master everything that happened. They went and snitched. Then the master called the servant in and said, you wicked servant. He said, I canceled all that debt of yours because you begged me to. Shouldn't you have had mercy on your fellow servant just as I had on you? In anger, his master handed him over to the jailers to be tortured until he should pay back all he owed. This is how my heavenly Father will treat each of you unless you forgive your brother or sister from your heart. This story is known as the parable of the unforgiven debtor. So let's unpack this thing. So what happened was there was a man who owed his master some money. Well, we ain't gonna say money. We're gonna say 10,000 bags of gold. He was in debt for 10,000 bags of gold. And the master let him go. But he saw somebody else that owed him 100 bags of silver, and he act like he ain't never been in debt. He act like he didn't need forgiveness just a little while ago. See, this is what this whole story says to me. Is first it says, you know what? We got to forgive. When we forgive, it's not just good for the person we're forgiving, it's good for us. It's real good for us when we forgive. Y'all, so I forgive and I let go. Y'all know the couple I was just telling y'all about? I saw them a couple of months ago. I promise y'all they did everything in their power to avoid me. Because I think in their heart of hearts, they was thinking like, she gonna come to us and ask us where their money at. I didn't say a word. I just sat comfortably, very comfortably in my cute outfit. I looked. They weren't comfortable. I wasn't uncomfortable because I had already forgiven them. No more will what y'all do to me or what y'all did to me discourage me from doing what I know I'm supposed to do. I've been let that go. You uncomfortable, not me. I've been let that go. See, when you forgive, it's good for you just as much as it's good for the person or the individuals that you have forgiven. And when it comes to money, y'all, sometimes people can lose their mind when it comes to money because it hit differently when it comes to money. So that's why the title of this live is you